Hello people, I am back with one more point, and today we'll talk about essay writing. Remember, writing is an art. No doubt, to become an artist, what we need ideas. Same time in essay, if you want to become a good essayist, in that case you should follow structures, strategies, and then you should go for writing part. And that structure is very common, but remember, just understanding a structure will not work. What more we need, that is to follow and to do practice. So the topic is essay writing. This is our topic. Now, for essay writing, what should be strategy? First of all, we should keep in mind 3 points. Point number 1, introduction. Remember, the number of words is later consideration. We will think later about number of words. Initially, what should we keep in mind is introduction. And introduction means what? Whatever I want to say or I want to convey, it should be very clear. The second part is body. Now, what is the meaning of body? Body means whatever I have said in introduction, I should explain in detail, and that is called body. Third point is conclusion, and this is actually backbone of writing essays. So whenever we talk about conclusion, it means what? Whatever I have said, what was my analysis, writing in that summary is called conclusion. Now, next point, that what to write introduction, what to write in body, and what to write in conclusion. One by one, few more points for you. What to write in introduction and how to write introduction. Remember, introduction should be divided in 2, 3 or 4 parts. At least 2 sentences, more than 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. In that case, we should write strong phrase, saying, or idioms. What does it mean? It means what? That we should start sentence with quote, and that's called, these are the quotes. For example, if I have question, unemployment has become a concern, but people themselves are responsible. What if the question is unemployment has become a concern, but the people themselves are responsible? In that case, what to write in introduction? All right, and how to start with the saying, phrase, and idioms. Now, what to write as a strong statement? So the question is, but the people themselves are responsible. So the point is, what we do, what we get. Now the question is that what I have given as an headings or solid sentence. What we do, what we get. It means what? That we get the result as per our responsibility. Because my sentence is unemployment and the people are themselves reserved. I mean, reason. So they are themselves guilty or responsible for that. Now this quote suits. Now to justify this sentence, because I am going to write an introduction, so it should be very strong. Now, people have restricted themselves in limitation. in the matter of knowledge and skills or ideas. So now you must have understood that now I am justifying that yeah, they are responsible. The first I have written, that's called type of phrase. The second, justification for that phrase, and that's called the part of a strong introduction. Now one more sentence. So if I have to go with these parts, I can write in the same manner. What if I am partially agree? Now I will change my point. So I can write, but many a times situation is also responsible for that. So it can't be said people themselves are responsible for unemployment completely. Fine. So after reading introduction, you must have understood that what is. Now look at the justification. So strong start gives a strong body and a strong conclusion. What if I do not have idea what to write in introduction? In that case, confusion appears. Just because of confusion, we do not connect the sentences, and this is the reason that we always end up with bad essay, meaningless essay, diverted essay, or poor essay. Now we will discuss about what to write and how to develop body, and then how to end conclusion. Now, so that was introduction. Remember, you do not have to copy all the words all together. What you do, you follow a structure. It is not necessary that we should write exact idiom, exact phrase, or exact saying. But see, giving idiom, phrase, or any other words give the introduction strength, and that we should develop. Anyway, the conclusion of the introduction is what? That whatever I am going to say, it should be very clear, and reader after reading first two sentences should be very clear that what I am going to write and how my body will be strong. Now, so the second part is called body. All right. So the body should be divided in 2, 3, 4 parts as per the length of the passage. So body, that's called body 1. In body 1, what we should do? Now we should start giving example one by one. So suppose, because I have said that yes, people are not responsible 100%, they are partially responsible. In that case, now I have to start with firstly. Now they are not completely aware of future. What does it mean? It means what? That now I am going to justify that they are partially responsible. Why? Because nobody knows future, and I have said the same thing, that they do not know about the future. So how can they develop about the skills? So they should be trained, so the people are not responsible. Now the same thing can be developed in detail. So few sentences for the justify, I at least 50 to 75 words should be written for the justification of the same statements with different ideas, with different points. An example, that here I said that they are not aware. Second point, I can write that the people do not give training, I mean the seniors do not give training. Third, that there are not much facilities because the people are not responsible for themselves for the facilities. Fourth point, that they are not curious about learning. Why? Because they did not see the future, that what is going to happen. We are, people are going to be technocrat or so many things. Now, second point. Now body 2. Because the first part I have said that yeah, now I have to find out fault of the people that really they are responsible. So the point number 2, people want shortcut. Because of it, they pay less attention at requirement. Fine. So what is the point here? Now the first part, in the body part, I have justified yeah, they are not responsible. Now I am going to justify they are responsible. So the conclusion is, whatever I am going to write, now I should start with the first sentence, that what is the mood of the whole passage, and then I should go ahead. Now I should write that why people are responsible. The first of all, people want shortcut. Second, they want that should work little, earn more. Third, they do not want to put extra effort. Fourth, that because people are human being, the human being generally prefer to get the ideas without spending a lot of things. So this is the another reason. What I mean that we can elaborate it. So the body should be justification for the introduction, and finally conclusion. Now, so the conclusion means what? Now we have to look at, as I said, conclusion is what? Whatever is said in introduction. So the introduction, repeat of introduction is conclusion. But because I have to conclude, so the statement should be in the same manner. Now few phrase can be used, like finally, ultimately, at the end, to conclude. Finally, many thing participates in developing or destroying. So one cannot be blamed for everything, but ignorance also causes failure. And few more sentences can be written. So you must have noticed that what? Look, in introduction I said that the people are themselves responsible, but sometimes something else. Look at the conclusion, you will find that the same thing has been written in another manner. So it's been what, that now whatever, I can add few more sentences. The point is what? Now the reader can justify all the points and will not get confused at what I have written. Why? Because my all the information was very clear. So in short, the pattern is what? Introduction, few sentences in introduction to shape, to clear what I'm going to write. In body, all the explanations along with examples, and conclusion means what? That finally I'm going to end. So this is my total summary of the essay and it is ending. So for a good essay, of course, there should be better ideas, but developing ideas in sequence is also an art, and that essay requires. Fine. This is all for today. Have a good time.